everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be reading chapter 1 of Barista, a Tomboo fanfiction made by DSMP_Ken404. And just a quick warning, there might be some reading mistakes, I guess. I do have dyslexia, so please be nice. Without further ado, let's get into it. Chapter 1. Tommy's POV. Thursday, 7:29 a.m. I was sleeping peacefully in my bed until I was rudely woken from a knock on my window. Only one explanation for that: Tubbo. I got out of bed and unlocked my window, letting him in. Morning, sunshine. I figured I'd let myself in, but the window appeared to be locked. Tubbo said with a big smile. He was wearing blue jeans and a dark green button-up shirt and a pair of black sneakers. Good morning, Tubbs. I need to get ready, so wait for me downstairs, I said. All right, big man, he exclaimed as he walked out the door towards the stairs. I took a pair of black ripped jeans and a plain white tee. Put those on and grabbed a white hoodie from my closet. I slipped on my socks and white sneakers, and then headed out the door. Down the stairs, saw my mom and Tubbo talking it up at the table. I fixed myself a bowl of cereal and sat down next to Tubbo. Good morning, Tom, she greeted me. Good morning, Mom, I replied as I shoveled a spoonful of cereal in my mouth. I joined in the conversation my mom and Tubbo had been having. Basically just chatting up and talking about school. A couple minutes went by as Tubbo and I finished our breakfast. Once finished, we put our bowls in the sink and said goodbye to my mom. We walked out of the door and began our walk to school. It hadn't been a very long walk. Just a good 10 minutes. Tubbo and I walked in silence. Not awkward silence, however, more of a peaceful one. Somehow, I only ever found myself with Tubbo. Soon the silence was interrupted by him clearing his throat and say, You know the old coffee shop we pass on our way when we walk to the arcade? Yeah, what about it? Yeah, what about it? My mom bought it. She cleaned it up real nice. I helped her find some employees, a couple people from our school. There's someone there I'd like you to meet. Purpled Jack and Nikki work there too. I figured you could walk me to work. And you could get a cup of coffee or something. Yeah, that could be fun. He rambled about the coffee shop and other things as we walked to school. It was 7:53 now. We had just arrived at the school. Class was going to begin in 7 minutes. So we quickly split our separate ways, waving a goodbye to each other as we walked to our first period classes. I entered the classroom slowly and took my seat towards the back corner of the room. I looked around the room for my friend Purpled. I didn't see him anywhere as I scanned the room for my friend. A certain boy walked in, caught my eye. Tall, fair skin, short, dirty blonde hair that swayed to the right. Black sunglasses, white ripped jeans, black hoodie, and black high-top sneakers. He's pretty easy on the eyes. He took his glasses off and hung them on the neck of his hoodie. The glasses revealed a pair of beautiful grayish-blue eyes. I had to admit, even though I'm straight, he's quite hot. I noticed I was staring and quickly averted my eyes to my fidgeting fingers Luckily, he hadn't noticed. I looked my back up. What? I looked back up and noticed he had taken a seat towards the front of the class, next to a familiar face. Purpled. Just the guy I had been looking for. Oh well. For some reason I was disappointed. I hoped the tall boy would sit next to me, but why? Weird. But I probably just wanted to get to meet him. I shrugged it off and turned my attention to the front of the classroom, trying to focus on the teacher. Time skipped to lunch, Tubbos POV, 12 p.m. I exited my second period class, and I was looking for my friend Ranboo. He just recently moved here from America, and I had third period with him. I knew Tommy would be heading over to his third period to eat lunch with the English teacher, which was his brother, Techno. I finally spotted the abnormally tall American sitting at a lunch table by himself. I walked over and sat next to him. "What's cooking, good looking?" "Oh, hey, Bo. I'm good. Just a little nervous for after school," he replied, looking down at his tray of food. I was slightly confused on what he was referring to, but soon realized he was talking about the coffee shop. "Don't worry, you'll do great. After all, it's everyone's first day on the job. So we did just open it. It won't be very busy." He nodded. We ate our lunch together, talking about the cafe we'd be working at. At 12:35, the bell rang, and we walked together to our third period. We sat next to each other. He smiled at me. "Thanks, Bo, for everything," he said, smiling softly at me. It was out of nowhere, but I somewhat knew what he was talking about and where it came from. I just smiled back and said, "You're welcome, Boo. I hope you like it here," and then turned my attention to the front of the class as it began. Time skipped to the end of school. Ranboo's POV, 2 p.m. The bell rang. I quickly packed all my things into my bag, then made my way out of the classroom. Once I had left the building, I spotted my Aunt Lexi in her car. She was going to be giving me a quick ride to work since I had the earliest shift at 2:15, besides Nikki, who had only started at 1 for today. Nikki was an adult after all, meaning she opened and usually would be, besides Tubbo's mom. I walked down the sidewalk towards my aunt's car and hopped in. "Afternoon, Lexi. Thanks for driving me, by the way. I really appreciate it," I told her, smiling. I called my aunt by her first name because she likes me too. She said Auntie makes her feel old. Some say it's different, it's disrespectful, but I've always been close with Lexi. She's like my parental figure. She has short, light blonde hair, brown eyes, and always her usual pink lip gloss. She wore a black and white plaid t-shirt with a long sleeve light pink turtleneck and high-waisted leg warmers and I said that right, with shiny black Doc Martens, though she could be slightly immature at times and was a little young, 26. She was very logical and a mature person. She shook her head. No, it's really my pleasure. I just hope everything goes well for you." She paused for a moment, till adding, and that you make some friends. She bumped my shoulder with her own while grinning. I smiled back at her, then switched my gaze towards the window. I wish it was that easy. Hey, I know adjusting's hard, but it's still good to make some friends. Worst case scenario, they don't wanna. She shrugged, then continued. And if they don't wanna, oh well, they're missing out on my awesome nephew. I slowly nodded, softly chuckling at her comment. Yeah, okay. I'll take an attempt at meddling. I'll start fresh. I'll start new. And though I didn't totally look over, I could see her carrying a sympathetic smile through my right perceptional. Not a smile made of pity, just a smile of genuine concern and love. Something I was never shown back home, or at least not the real, genuine type, not even from my own parents. I had been in deep thought while we pulled into the parking space right in front of the cafe. Cafe B's, what the sign read. It was a surprise, though. Tubbo had named it after all. Thank you, Lexi. My shift ends at 6, so I probably won't be home till 6:30. I'll take the bus. I know you want to hang out with your girlfriend anyway. I laughed slightly and smiled. As I was about to shut the car door, she said, I'll be there around 5:50. Just to make sure. And don't worry, I can wait a quick 10 minutes. She waved goodbye as I was about to object. She pulled the door closed and smiled. I'm so glad I was given this second chance. If it wasn't for Tubbo and my Aunt Lexi, I don't know if I'd still be here. Alright, and that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. If there's another fanfiction you want me to do, make sure to comment that down below. Anyway, bye!